Okay, here we are, and just waiting for whap to load here. Um, Apparently he had some internet problems earlier, but he's back. Looks like the lag is free, and we'll go ahead and introduce our characters. Down here in the bottom left, we have the purple Zerg, the very patient, none other than
BegForMercy.
BegForMercy. And up here in the top right, we have the yellow Terran, the man with no internet. He is
Wapple.
okay. So, this is Crossfire. We've got both these guys doing their thing. whap building the supply depot. BegForMercy sending out his overlords of observation. And pretty standard build order so far. What do you think?
Yeah, that's pretty standard. whap there going ahead. I guess sending a scout down. He might take one of the zone nuggets out. Don't think... Oh, and there's a good luck. Have fun.
A little late. A little delayed.
Some good sportsmanship from whap. I think he's still lagging from the last match he had. But nonetheless, very good sportsmanship from both players. Both... When we see an early expand for BegForMercy. That's what I like to see.
Hey, just one comment, Beaten Cakes, since we are using Ventrilo instead of Skype now, you need to make sure and hold your talk key before you start talking, and then stop talking, and then let go of your talk key, because you're cutting yourself out right now.
Well, thanks, Soul. I forgot how to use Ventrilo. I'm sorry.
Apparently. Okay, we see whap building an early command center. Very, very interesting build here. Let's go ahead and throw up the production tab for you guys. What do you think of this? A very fast Terran expand. Meanwhile, BegForMercy doing the same thing. Think he's going to be able to get away with it?
I think he should go for some early gas and maybe see a planetary fortress come out. I think it'll be a solid defense against the Zergling player, or the Zerg player rather. I'm sorry.
Spawning pool going down, same time as the extractor, and this SCV of whap building a supply depot. whap's still lagging a little bit.
Ooh.
I don't know, man. If he drops from this game, that's going to be it. BegForMercy's going to have the victory. I'm hoping that we can see a good game here. He's complaining about his internet. And
the Zerg player is hacking his ISP here. BegForMercy is crafty. Very unorthodox play here, but whap. Let's see what he does with this command center.
He's getting another orbital on both of those command centers, as you can see. Second barracks going down. And the Overlord for BegForMercy, let's take a look at what BegForMercy can see right now. This Overlord not getting too much info. He's being very careful with it, doesn't want it to be sniped. We'll see if he spots that command center shortly, or if he kind of just parks at the back of the base and misses it altogether. Oh.
We have a queen and a spy crawler going down for BegForMercy's Expo with a few Zerglings. He's also getting his lair.
How did you know that? That was crazy. He's getting his lair. You called it before it happened. You're just
Well,
that good.
Speed and Cakes is just that good. There's always fucking Miss Cleo.
Alright, BegForMercy has not spotted the early expand by whap yet. So, that Overlord just missing it. And now Marines come in and they are gonna snipe that Overlord easily. Not gonna hurt BegForMercy too much though. And whap moving down to secure this. He does see the expansion now with his Zerglings. And the Marines coming down to protect those SCVs.
Very nice micro from whap.
Yes. Yes.
Losing any unit. Yes.
Alright, 3 bunkers and a factory and another bunker. Look at this wall-in, man. That is some serious wall-in business right there. And that's gonna it's gonna allow him to do some nasty things with that expansion.
Yes.
Yes.
Now you know their soul. Even the Mongolians gonna break through that wall, and this is looking very good for the Terran player. And you know, hopefully WAP doesn't lag out, and we can have a very solid game.
Yeah, BegForMercy controlling both Xel'Naga watchtowers. He's got a solid view of the map so far, at least the central part. And we'll see if he continues to expand here. Pretty,
Ooh, and look at this. BegForMercy going Banelings, and that's one thing the Mongolians didn't have, and also Aspire. So he's gonna get some Mutas and some Baneling bust going.
You know, could you imagine if the Mongolians had Banelings? The Great Wall of China wouldn't have done shit, man. Holy crap!
Would have got burned down.
You're blowing my mind right now, Beancakes.
Yeah, I tend to do a lot of blowing and finger banging to warm up my fingers. So.
Yeah. Well, a third command center being built for WAP. He's going for an incredibly aggressive economic advantage, trying to out-expand the Zerg player. He better be careful, though. There's a thin line between how much you can expand and how big your army needs to be to support those expansions. We'll see if he's able to keep it. As soon as BegForMercy notices this, he should start putting some pressure on. Meanwhile, WAP building some random supply depots around the map to keep an eye on the other gold expansions. He's looking for Zerg to take his third. What do you think we're going to see here from BegForMercy? A couple Zerglings and a few Banelings coming in.
A nice little wall, back on the wall, but the Baneling's going to come in and take out those Marines. Oh no, pulling back. I guess he doesn't need to waste the Banelings. Very good play.
Yeah, that was excellent play by Beg. Only using one of those Banelings does the job, keeps that watchtower. Very, very good.
No, I'm not sure if this Zergling sees a supply depot. It's not too crucial, but he might want to make a hatchery there sooner or later, so he's going to have to take that supply depot out.
BegForMercy does see the depot, and now he's going to take that SCV down.
Ooh, but 2 Hellions on the way to roast this Zergling. And look at the middle of the map. The Marines taking down the Banelings. Oh, no!
Yeah.
I am wrong. They get acid melted with Stim Pack finishing.
Those Hellions taking out that Zergling. Small battle for that bottom right corner of the map. WAP lagging again, unfortunately. And, man, would it be unfortunate if he lags out.
Yeah, that'd be just awful. You know, unlike the economy in StarCraft 2, the economy in the U.S. is pretty bad right now, so he's probably still using 56K, and that would explain his lag problems.
Down at the bottom right, we see some Mutalisks coming in to take out those Hellions. That's a counter if I've ever seen one. Man, he's sending WAP a strong message there. Hellions going straight into the Zerg base, though. Frying some Zerglings. Those Blue Flame Hellions doing some work. I love the death animation of things that get burned in this game. So, so good.
It's crispy.
I love what I'm seeing here. This is an excellent show of small little micro battles around the map for map control. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's really about information. They're just trying to control information and stop the other person from figuring out what it is they're doing. This command center, this third command center that was built by WAP is still chilling just outside that wall. He's producing SCVs from it, so it's not a complete waste, but he doesn't feel comfortable about moving that forward. Meanwhile, we see some Zerglings taking out those Marines on the small plateau just outside of his base, and here comes some Hellions to take out those Zerglings, and something tells me that those Mutas are going to come take out the Hellions.
Getting roasted. Ooh, but the Marines are very good against Mutas, and they're going to push them back with the stim pop.
He did waste a stim there.
Very nice.
Meanwhile, we've got
Mutas are just going to fly around.
We've got BegForMercy taking a third down in the bottom right, and these Mutas hopefully poking and prodding against WAP. Lagging
whap is
again.
supply locked here. With 2
Uh-oh.
Thors queued. It's going to be interesting place.
Wow.
The Terran player.
Did you see that? The Baneling's doing massive damage to those Marines. And it looks like whap might be in serious trouble here. The bunker doing some work. BegForMercy not targeting the bunker yet, though. Taking out the tech lab on the factory instead. Tech lab goes down. He moves away from the bunker. And whap causing for a pause. whap pausing the game.
And the Muta's getting a sneak attack in before the pause. Very nice play.
Okay, we're going to hopefully have whap figure out his situation here. For those of you who watch the GSL, you know sometimes they have technical difficulties, and Tasteless likes to go on his rant about how technology is the vessel of esports or some bullshit like that. Basically, what this comes down to is whap just has shitty internet. You know, that's all I'm saying. All right,
Cable. The DSL.
Game's back on. Those mutas trying to find a hole.
Push it back.
Interesting choice there.
Another Muta goes down. Look at this circle jerk around this tank by the SCVs there, Kyle.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. And also notice the Thor. whap's getting Thors out. A couple of those, and mutas will no longer be an issue. At least not this small number. He's only got about 10 or 11 of them. So, let's see. whap with a small food advantage, 121 to 94 against BegForMercy. We'll see if he can use this to his advantage. Meanwhile, BegForMercy finally droning up this third expansion in the bottom right. These Hellions trying to scout it. Will the mutas stop him from seeing it? No, the Hellion gets in, and whap knows that BegForMercy has taken third.
Before he can barbecue, that Hellion gets taken down by the mutas. We have another Hellion push, though, towards the second expo. Let's see how this goes.
They're in the natural, but they're not going to last very long.
Yeah, he roasted one drone, but that's not... And a Zergling. I mean, I think he's just having some fun. You know, he likes to go out and barbecue some Zerglings himself, and he had his fun. Now it's game time. And look at the minerals floating for the Zerg player.
That's a lot. Meanwhile, we've got a small force moving out here for whap. Or, I shouldn't say small, a pretty sizable force. I like the composition here. We'll see if he tries to push with this. Meanwhile, we've got these mutas still poking and prodding around. They better not get in this. Oh my god, those Thors dealing some serious damage.
Handled.
Man! And he's going to have to pull them back. whap building a fourth command center in that top left expansion. And taking out the creep tumors. That's what you gotta do. That's a shitload of Banelings, though. Holy fuck! Oh my god! And
Thor's in the red. The mutas are gonna finish him up.
That was about the worst thing that could have happened for whap. I am surprised he didn't have a little better micro there. And those Hellions biting the dust. Incredibly enough, whap still with the food advantage, 141 versus BegForMercy's 85. BegForMercy really needs to start pumping out troops. whap taking the gold base in the middle left location, and he has a very, very serious command right